Yo, what is up guys, Face here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Now today I'm going to be going over the Mauschen, basically the baby mouse. Everyone knows about the mouse, the big boy German, the tank that everybody wants in the game. Obviously it's because it looks fantastic and obviously it's one of the biggest tanks ever to be produced. Obviously the mouse is also the heaviest tank in the game and for a good reason. I mean, it has a lot of armor, and in the next update the mouse will be buffed and it's going to be crazy how good this tank will be. So in today's video I thought I'd go over the Mauschen, which is the version before the mouse, and I am currently grinding the line on my European server. And for that reason, you know what, I hit the mouse and I was like, you know what, this tank is an old-time favorite and I'm sure a lot of people will want to get onto it. And I do suggest you guys to start grinding this line, as the mouse is probably going to be one of the strongest tanks in the game. Well, obviously we don't know more about the rest of the tech tree, but as of now the mouse seems to be very promising. Now if you'd like to look at what I'm running in terms of equipment on my Mauschen, I'm running gun rammer, but I must say that the pen is absolutely awful on this vehicle, and calibrated shells could actually be a better option than gun rammer on this vehicle. However, I just want to boost up my reload time there just a bit, and I may change that in the future. Enhanced gun laying drive is a must, vertical stabilizer as well. Defense system can be a choice between these two. Obviously they are preference based. Running enhanced armor, something a lot of people will have their own opinion on, and that a lot of people do think that they should run improved assembly. However, on tanks that have a lot of armor, base armor especially, I do suggest you to run that 4% increase to hull and turret armor, because on a tank like the mouse and the Mauschen, you're getting about 20 millimeters extra on some parts of the tank, and that just makes it very, very strong. And that 20 millimeters can be the difference between a ricochet and a penetration shot from your enemies. So I do suggest you to run enhanced armor. However, if you do run improved assembly, you can get about 2,544 HP on a tier 9 vehicle. That is just absolutely crazy. Then I'm running enhanced tracks. Obviously the Mauschen is going to be up and personal with your enemies, and for that reason you want to make sure that your tracks withstand the most amount of damage as they possibly can, and that's why I run the enhanced tracks. Third row, I'm running improved optics, engine accelerator, and high-end consumables. There's nothing really much to say about those. Those are kind of the go-to if you're going to run them. Then provisions wise, I'm running chocolate, I'm running improved fuel, and a chocolate bar. Consumables wise, I don't want anyone to be running an engine power boost on this vehicle. It's absolutely not necessary, and I don't suggest you to do it. One reason would be that, yes, you are going to have to get rid of one of your repair kits, and for a tank that is going to be frontline, losing that one repair kit actually can be the difference between you getting tracked, staying stationary, and taking a whole lot of damage that you could have avoided if you had that extra repair kit. Adrenaline, because you obviously want to get your DPM up there, and adrenaline is the best way to do that. Now, why don't we head straight into a game? Now, the Mauschen is somewhat like the mouse. Obviously, it looks like the mouse in some ways, but the main difference, as you can see, is that it's a lot smaller, and also it has a massive old hatch on the top of this vehicle, which is actually very irritating, I must say, because a lot of the times people are just going to go straight through that hatch instead of just trying to hit that lower plate or your cheeks. So a lot of people, like myself, will spend a lot of time angling in this vehicle to just get shot in the hatch very, very easily, which really, really brings down the tank for me. Now, besides that, the tank is actually very nice, and unlike the tier 8 VK01P, this tank can actually go a lot more quicker. Like, obviously the VK01P has a 20 kilometer max. That is just absolutely so dreadful. When I played that tier 8, I was just stuck everywhere I went. I wasn't getting to the positions. Still managed to average 3k, but obviously that is very easily in a tank like that. But obviously you're just very slow, and it gets very boring in my opinion. As you can see, the Mauschen on medium terrain, I'd call it, is going 25 kilometers very easy. So the tank isn't actually that slow in any regard, but the main thing also is that this tank has very nice traverse speed. You can wiggle all about very easily and very quickly after that. Now, we are in a tier 10 matchup here, which really sucks in terms of the Mauschen's position here, because the Mauschen, while it does have armor somewhat like its mouse brethren, it really doesn't have that much, and a lot of tier 10 tanks will go straight through the upper plate of this vehicle. There's the enemy Mauschen on the enemy team there. We do manage to get a nice shot into this. And now, another thing that I really like about this tank is that its alpha is just fabulous. You can hit 500 rolls in this tank very easily. It feels like a AMX M4, but a very heavy version of it. Now, hoping this Mauschen will back up. As you can see, the rear of that vehicle is even incredibly red there, and I cannot pin it. But maybe we can hit a 600 roll into this waffle track. Then we hit 551, and as you can see, that is just absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm hoping this Batchat doesn't hit my little cupola there. There's nothing much I can really do about it in this situation. As you can see, he's just going straight through it, no problem. I'm hoping to get another roll in him. He is using Spore Liner, which actually sucks in my behalf because I won't be able to HE him that well. Now, there is a Yo on my rear, which absolutely sucks. So I've taken a lot of hits in. I've taken a lot of shots now, but you know, it's actually not that bad because I still have 1000 HP to deal with. And hopefully that Mauschen doesn't get a shot into me, and he does not, and he gets cleared out. Now, hoping we can push onto this ML2 so I can get another shot into him. And as you can see, I've taken a lot of shots this game, and I still have 1000 HP. The Mauschen, just like its tier 10 brethren, has a lot of HP. Now, this upper plate, I will say, is not that strong. And as you can see, I'm having to angle my turret at this certain position. And because this tank has like an oval type of turret, it means that if we try to angle those cheeks besides the gun, you are going to actually make the side of the turret a lot weaker. And you will get pinned that way, as you saw there that I got shot. Now, the Mauschen, you play it somewhat like the tier 10 mouse. However, you can get punished in the tier 9 Mauschen, as it doesn't have as much effective armor as the mouse. And for that reason, obviously, you won't be able to survive as long as you would in a tier 10 mouse. Now, as you can see, the gun depression also is not too bad. I believe you have up to 7 degrees on the side of this vehicle. And as you can see, the accuracy as well is not that bad on this tank. Even over the front of this tank, I am held down basically here. That Yo would never have pinned me if I stayed there. And we somehow not pin that HE roll there. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Looks like our Yag target is getting pummeled by their FE405. I hope it's not me in a second. He ends up shooting the Minotaur now as well. And I'm just going to push straight for it, man. I have 600 HP, which is not a lot. He can clear me in 2 shells. But I'm hoping I can just rush straight over this building or this bridge, I should say. And we can maybe get a shot into him. I'm going to load HE because, you know, why not? I want to get as much damage as I can, hoping he does not have Spore Liner. And if he doesn't, then it's happy days for me, I suppose. Now, there we go. He shoots 1 into me. We're gonna roll 500, unfortunately. Now, the FE has 2 shells, and I bet you, yeah, he went straight through my upper plates. And that is what I'm saying. This is a problem on the tier 10 mouse as well as on the tier 9 mouse. That upper plate can easily be overmatched by most hype-end vehicles. And that is why I think the mouse is going to be absolutely broken in the next update, as Wargaming is actually buffing that upper plate and making it that you cannot pin it with most tanks. So that is actually going to be a major improvement to the tank. Now, as you can see, our live game did pretty well. 3,700 damage there, and we killed 1 person, not the greatest, but we did manage to get a first class here. And yeah, that is basically the mouse, guys. Basically, if you'd like to know how to angle this vehicle, it's very straightforward. It's a side-scraping tank. You obviously want to side-scrape it. This lower plate can be very easily overmatched, and that means that you need to keep the tank at a 90-degree angle from your enemies, maybe a 45-degree angle if you can. And with the turret, obviously, there's a lot of problems with it, so you want to just wiggle it a lot. The same way you're going to wiggle your hull, just do the same thing to your turret at the same time. And you just want to hope that the enemies don't hit your tank and actually miss your catch or your weak spots, because if they do hit it, they're most probably going to pin. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I do suggest you guys to grind this Mauschen because the mouse is going to be absolutely crazy. Let me know what you think of the Mauschen and the tier 10 mouse buffs that Wargaming is going to implement. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You can leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. Hope your shells hit their marks, and I'll check you in the next one. Cheers.